The king of the Kuntala kingdom was Mahendravarma. Under his rule, the people lived in peace and happiness. He created new laws for the protection of justice and punished wrongdoers severely. Because of this, there were no thieves or criminals in his kingdom. The people lived by their hard-earned livelihood. Mahendravarma had a deep love for roses. He brought various types of rose plants from both within the country and abroad and planted them around his royal palace. He spent a large sum of money and appointed gardeners to take care of them. In a distant village of the kingdom, there lived a couple, Ramudu and Sita. They lived peacefully, cultivating their small piece of land. They had a daughter, Sumalathika, who had a face as bright as the moon. She had a golden complexion and was delicate and beautiful. Not only her family, but also the people around her showered her with affection. Sita would feed her daughter with porridge every day and tell her stories. When she talked about the colorful roses in the king's garden, Sumalathika would listen, forgetting to blink her eyes. While sleeping, she would dream of these colorful roses. She longed to see the roses in the king's garden. When Sumalathika turned 10, her desire also grew stronger. One day, Sumalathika's family had to go to the capital. Sumalathika was filled with joy. She had the chance to visit her relative's house, which was close to the king's garden. She was thrilled that her wish would soon be fulfilled. She went with her relative's children toward the king's garden. Everywhere she looked, there were colorful roses, bright red roses, orange roses, pale orange roses, yellow roses, and white roses were scattered all around. Sumalathika's heart was filled with roses. Even in her sleep, she dreamed of them. The next morning, before it was fully daylight, Sumalathika woke up early and went to the king's garden alone. She picked all the roses she liked and gathered them in her gown. She spread them around her bed and spent the entire day surrounded by them. She continued to go to the garden for 2 consecutive days and brought roses back every time. In the evening, King Mahendravarma, while walking in the garden, noticed that some roses were missing. The next day, when he noticed more roses missing, he became very angry. He called the gardener and questioned him about the rose theft. The gardener, who had no idea what a theft was, trembled with fear. He begged for forgiveness, vowing to catch the thief and bring them to the king. Mahendravarma's anger subsided. The next morning, Sumalathika again went to the king's garden. She tried to pick the largest roses. As she was picking the flowers, the gardener, who had spotted her, immediately caught hold of her hand and brought her before the king. Everyone in the court was surprised when they found out the thief was a 10-year-old girl. The thought of the harsh punishment the king would impose on such a young girl made everyone feel sad. "Oh no, should we punish such a small child?" thought the king. However, he knew that justice must be served, and whoever commits a crime must face the consequences. "Do you know that stealing is a crime?" the king asked Sumalathika. "Yes, Maharaja, but I did not steal," she replied courageously. Everyone in the court was shocked by her response. "Isn't picking the flowers from the king's garden without permission theft?" Mahendravarma asked, looking for an explanation. "My mother always told me that the king is like a father to the people of the land. I never considered picking the flowers from your garden as stealing because I thought of you as a father, like my own father. If you tell me that you are not like a father to the people of the kingdom, then I will accept that I am a thief," she said firmly. Everyone, including the king, was astonished by her answer. Then they all clapped and expressed their joy. "Well done! I am impressed by your response. I declare that you are not a thief," said Mahendravarma. Amidst the celebrations, Mahendravarma honored Sumalathika by giving her many beautiful rose plants and valuable gifts.